Hi friends, I'm Olga Koelsch and welcome back to my studio. Today we are going to paint a hummingbird. And I know for some people painting a bird sounds a bit of a challenge because of small little tiny details, feathers, etc. We will paint in a very loose, relaxing style and I really hope you will enjoy it so much. So let's start. Let's prepare for our hummingbird the brightest colors we have in our palette: quinacridone pink, quinacridone violet, purple. I will take something orange later on. And let's start with pink. With the tip of the brush, with some dotted line, I think it could be more helpful than to paint one line, just to paint the beak, paint the head, making it a little bit darker on the top, a little bit light on the bottom. I would recommend you to take two brushes, at least one with water, one with color, so you could immediately dilute and soften the edges and make it flow. And with the colored one you create nice mixture. So this is the head, and just with quinacridone orange, permanent orange, I paint the belly, and with my watery brush I soften the edge and I let all the colors mix. I'm thinking which colors I would like to paint the wings. I think I will stick with orange, and I will add something later on. It's very convenient to paint wings. You just press your brush and just let it flow. Quinacridone rose gives us very nice mix, and I would like to use it for the second wing. I want to paint it a little bit more diluted, so I remove all the color with clean brush and let all these colors mix one with the other. With the clean paper towel I blot out this area, because hummingbirds, they're so tiny, so almost transparent, and we definitely would like to point this out. I would recommend you to leave a lot of wide gaps around to bring this feeling of transparency, of light, of airy creatures as they are. Painting the tail. It's nice to vary the pressure of your brush. Sometimes you paint with tip of the brush and sometimes you add thicker strokes, and let everything mix. Soften the edge with just with water. Same here. I'm just soften the edge with a clean brush, with water, nothing else, and it makes the watercolor flow different ways. I would like to make the tail a little bit darker, so I just drop quinacridone purple right in the tail and let it go. And I want to add a little bit division here into these two wings. Thicken a little bit the line. We will be back to the eye later on when it all dry. Right now I would like to paint few more little details on the wings, just with the tip of the brush and with very free hand, something very very random, very freely. Let's paint few flowers, because hummingbirds goes always together with the flowers. For the flowers I will take quinacridone rose, the pink one, the bright and pink, and I paint some random, I think it's aquilegia, but tell me if I'm wrong. Sometimes hummingbirds are painted with hibiscus flowers, sometimes with these aquilegia. I think it's all beautiful. And I paint flower in very loose technique. It's probably my favorite. In principle, I just lay brush strokes and vary the thickness of the strokes. For example, these stamens I paint just with the tip of the brush, and no need to paint the whole stamen. You could start a little bit, make a gap, make some dots. That creates this airy, joyful feeling. How do you like that? I think it would be nice to create some volume, to add something more diluted flowers, diluted petals around, and some greenery. For greenery I'm taking this phthalo blue, or phthalo green, of course, phthalo green. Mix it with quinacridone rose just a little bit to make this more purple, dusty purple green. Create some green leaves. I'm moving just with very random I forgot what I wanted to tell. I just in principle, I think I wanted to tell that now I create some random decor around. This is our focal point, and here could be a few more flowers, but we are not going to paint too much attention to them. Just map it out, paint some details like stamens, maybe a few petals. I'd like to blot out a little bit. And what another thing I would like to do right now is to connect the brightness of our hummingbird with our flowers, with adding just a hint of yellow color. So that's all will look like one picture. And that's the trick you might use if you feel that details of your picture somehow are separated, doesn't play together. Try to mix, to add colors from the focal point to the other area. I would like to add more artistic touch and dilute a little bit here. I'm checking out if the head of hummingbird is dry enough to paint the eye. I clean my brush, I dry my brush very well with paper towel. I think it's not ready yet. But you see what I'm doing, I hope. With dry and clean brush, I just blot the color where the eye is supposed to be. No need to get to the really white paper, not necessary, because the eye will be black. And the only thing why we are doing this, removing some color, is to get this white spot on the eye, which creates the volume, which makes the eye look very natural. Let's keep it a little bit dry. I would like to add something. Let's have a look on the picture. I think some nice flower would be very nice here. I think I could add some tiny little green spot to our hummingbird. Again, for the purpose of connection, all these elements. I paint very randomly. I do not have any reference, which always a great help, which always nice. But today I just found a reference of a nice hummingbird which I like, but not really of the flowers which I like. So I'm a bit of improvising. But I think the point is to make it all beautiful, airy, and bright, exotic. Just like this. What else would be nice to do is to add some brush splats. Green is nice for the contrast, and also I will take some of quinacridone rose, but just a little bit, and mainly for the tail. When you do these things with splats, don't do it equally on their all over. Try to find again some focal point, some interesting part. I like to put a lot of splats in here where the tail is, so it's kind of dissolves and you could follow the move of our hummingbird. So I think it's time to finish the work with a beautiful, nice eye for our tiny little bird. So I just take black. Oops, doesn't. Something unexpected. That always happens when you are not patient enough. That's all right. Another thing how we could a little bit fasten, speed up the process is to create this helper of paper towel and blot out the color with the help of paper towel. The black color should be very dry, and you just paint around. Don't forget to leave white spot for the eye.
And this is it.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the process, which is the most important thing. Please leave me some feedback and comments. What would you like to paint next? Subscribe my channel and see you next time. Bye bye.